Anyway, Blake, I think I'll turn it over to you. I know you've got a few items that you want to update everybody on the marketing side, and then we'll come back and wrap this call up.
Perfect. Yeah. So, in fact, there was just a question that said, I'm looking for gold and I'm having a hard time finding where to buy it, us included, right? And so we talked about this last week or the week before a little bit. I think I just want to update you guys again. The bullion market right now, there is a very, very tight squeeze on it in the silver market and the gold market. Okay, so you got to think about what's happening overall. COVID-19 hit and reduced, so mints have reduced capacity, mines have reduced capacity. At the same time, you have this massive surge in demand because people are like, whoa, something bad is happening, right? We've all felt it. And so we're like, hey, it's good timing. Let's go buy some gold and silver, and spot price drop at the same time. So everyone wanted to get in the market. And so you have two things playing against each other here. Supply is diminishing, or it's extremely constrained right now. And then you've got demand that is surging, okay? So these two things are driving price up, which is a good thing overall, but it's also making it a little bit more difficult to get into to gold and silver, new gold and silver at the moment, okay? So I don't know if you guys noticed, but we put some Silver Eagles up on the cart last, I think it was Thursday. The days blend together, but it was Wednesday or Thursday. We put Silver Eagles up on the cart. I am telling you right now, I've said this before, but it continues to amaze us. We put enough Silver Eagles on there that in normal circumstances, with the size of company we are and the buying patterns that we normally see, we put enough Silver Eagles up there to last us 3 weeks to a month, okay? Jason, how long did it take us to sell out of those Silver Eagles that day? You're muted. You're muted.
I think it was a couple hours.
It was about 4 hours.
4 hours.
4 hours. So in 4 hours, and it's because demand is pent up, right? People, I mean, we all want gold and silver. And so I'm letting you know that we have more coming. One of the things that's happening with the squeeze on silver is that all the dealers right now are they have big delays on them. You can go to most websites and they're pre-selling or they're saying, hey, it's going to be it'll ship September 15th or whatever the case may be. Right now, Silver Eagles are 2 to 3 weeks from the time you order them to the time you get them. 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month. And so we've been ahead of the curve. We're getting them. We didn't anticipate that those would go in 4 hours. I'll tell you that much. But we should have more Silver Eagles, physical Silver Eagles. So if you want to buy off the shopping cart, you get physical Silver Eagles, then you can probably watch tomorrow or the next day. Let me rephrase this. They're shipping tomorrow or the next day, and so we should have them hopefully by the first of the week, next week. Being real transparent with you guys, because it's all across the market right now, right? Everyone wants them. The good news is this, that they're still flowing, okay? Mints are at about 25% capacity right now, but they're still producing. The one thing they're not producing is very much of is gold, and so we're going to see a tighter squeeze on gold. We do know that some more things will go live tomorrow, probably not Silver Eagles or Gold Eagles, but other types of bullion. So we'll have some more stuff up tomorrow, hopefully. The dealers are letting more things go. So anyway, that's kind of the overall market recap here. We're still in the middle of it, you guys. COVID's still out there. It's still not allowing people to go to work freely across the country. Mines across the world are still at smaller capacity. Demand is up. I mean, it's this perfect storm, which is actually great for us, right? In one way, it's an awesome thing because more and more people are wanting to get into precious metals as they never have before, right? So it's great for us as a lead in. The downside is we just got to have a little bit more patience and know that if we are wanting to get gold and silver quickly, sound money is probably the best option. Because as I've said before, we are actively buying there. We don't buy for an estimated demand there. What we're doing is we're proactively stocking that, so we've got a surplus there all the time. because that's one thing that we don't want to get in trouble on, right? We're okay being out on the shopping cart for a little bit. We're not okay being out and sounding money. And so we buy more than we probably should there. So if you want silver and gold, that's the easiest way and best way to get it right now. If you want it physically, then a little bit of patience is going to be key here. So,
and just a couple things that are popping up here. A lot of people are putting in comments saying, "Hey, Sound Money Wallet's where it's at." And really, if you want to buy right now today on a price, and you're frustrated about being out, just buy the physical silver in your Sound Money Wallet. That is always an option, and it will be there. You're going to hold it physically in a private vault. It's just not going to be shipped to you at that time. Now you can always request it in the future to be shipped to you, and we have it on hand. So. But one thing I think there was a couple comments in here, Blake, that I want to make sure. They said, how would this affect the autosaver? And that's really the buying of bullion. We've bought on autosaver. We're bought out. I mean, we've bought for, we've got it coming in like clockwork. So that's kind of forecasted and shown. Now it's, so it's all been pre-ordered and going into the grading. So anyway, why don't you just speak to that really quick and let everybody know that we're okay there?
Yeah, and this, and I want to speak to the competency and the vision and the courage of the owners and of your CEO, Jason Arfman. When COVID hit, we talked a lot about what was happening at the time, right? But when it hit, we had some major concerns and said, okay, we need to go find, because there for a couple of days, people were saying, we can't get Silver Eagles, right? You couldn't get them on the normal market through normal dealers. And so we went back channeling through all of the relationships that we had, and we just went digging. And many of them popped up and said, yeah, we've got a big store of them, and they're earmarked for other clients, or they're earmarked for this or that. But you guys do a lot of business with us, and we're willing to let them go because we know it's going to loosen up soon. What do you want to do? And I can tell you right now that we made a major financial decision at that point, and we locked up pretty much every Silver Eagle that we could find on the market in those couple of days. Because what we saw on the wall was, if this keeps going and it doesn't loosen up, we need to protect our core business model, which is the autosaver, right? And so in those couple of days, we locked up every possible Silver Eagle we could find on the market. And it was a little bit risky with pricing. And I mean, who knows what was going to happen in 2 weeks from then. But all the owners and Jason said, hey, we got to go do this. And so that actually made it. So, we're out at that point, put us out about a year. With growth and everything else, we're still out probably 6 or 7 months because we've been able to buy more, And so, guys, we're out 6 to 7 months, 8 months with the State Series right now, with Variety coins. We're out 5 to 6 months right now. Like, that's what we have in the pipeline, in stock purchased, right? Same with the selected. So, or with the premium, I should say. And so with that being said, you guys, kudos to Jason, kudos to the owners making the big financial decision to protect the core business in that. And you guys in the Variety option and that specialty option, we're actually out further. I'm saying 5 to 6 months, but we got some cool stuff coming. It is going to blow your minds. I probably shouldn't say anything, but it's so exciting. So yes, core business model, autosavers. We are looking very far in advance on those 3 things specifically. Just if everything else dried up and we just had those, could we still do business? Put in the chat if we can still do business. If we just had those 3 things.
Yes, we could. Yes,
we could. We could keep going. We'd be limping a little bit, but we could absolutely still do business, right? And checks would be protected. Your guys' business would be protected. So that's priority number 1.
Yep.
So
the last thing I want to just say really quick, somebody made some comments about there's a lot of things out of stock on the website. And I don't want anybody to take that as a bad thing. One thing that we do here at the home office, we could very easily keep SKUs open and just keep pre-selling and play the games that other people play. And we don't play those games. We see companies that, they pre-sell stuff, and then 6 to 8 weeks later, they call up the customer and say, hey, we couldn't get it. Here's the new stuff. If you want the new stuff, it's at a different price. They've locked you in. You're kind of mad because you're like, hey, 6 weeks, a lot changed. We're not playing those games, you guys. We're not playing the minimums, maximums. We're not playing the big pre-order games that a lot of companies are playing right now. Most do not have physical silver on their shelves. If we don't have physical silver on our shelves, we don't sell it. We don't play the pre-sale game. That's why even with the White House coin, and we're going to give we know that's getting close. The White House coin is coming. We didn't pre-sell that to you guys. We just gave everybody a $5 ticket to that coin. We don't want to hold on to we're not trying to hold on to your money while we wait for these coins to come out. So we want you to know that we want to do this differently. And that's the big frustration in the coin world, is all this pre-selling that's happening. So don't be fooled. A lot of people say, I can go get it tomorrow. And we're like, okay, that's fine. Go get it tomorrow. But you're going to wait 3 to 6 weeks to have that shipped. And obviously the dealer direct pricing isn't always there. So we want to protect our members, you guys. We want to do it straight up. And that's why we're being very transparent on how we do it.
And by the way, can you hear me, Jason? I'm frozen on my end, but.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. Yeah. So, who got the coin drop on Saturday, by the way? This is another cool thing, right? It's another cool thing that we're able to do. We did. That thing sold out quick. That was like a couple of minutes. It sold out. But that's another piece to this too, right? I mean, it's not just about bullion, it's about collectibles, and that's we could just throw all those things up on the website and let them go. But this way is way more fun. It's way more fun. So,
another thing, some people are saying, can we alert people when things are back on the shopping cart? We could probably do that through our text messaging platform. Just when we get stuff back up,
we can.
It just goes.
Yeah,
faster.
Look, it goes faster, and I'd be willing to do that for your guys' sake. We'd be willing to do that for Silver Eagles and Gold Eagles, Silver Eagles especially, because that's what goes the fastest. Everything else, you're not going to want us to do that because it goes in and out so fast. You'll get text messages you'll get multiple a day, and you will stop listening to those. So yep. I'll do it for Silver Eagles, but the rest of them, you trust me.
Maybe if we get a chunk, we'll put them up there for them and
yeah, we can do that.
So. But guys, exciting times. I love this business we're in. It's a hot topic. Everybody wants to talk to us right now at 7K about gold and silver. I mean, we've got record highs. I saw a comment just come in that said, what about gold on the autosaver? You guys, with gold prices where they're at, we either have to change the size of the gold coin or we'd have to go on a different price because it doesn't even fit the pricing model anymore. So, that's the fun part that we get to deal with is how to make it fit, how to make it work. And there's all kinds of denominations we can go in. We've got different sizes, even down to the grams if we need to. So, but we will make those work. Just know that we, guys, right now, gold and silver is a hot topic. I've been at many functions around Idaho Falls lately, and I don't even need to even beg people to have the conversation about gold and silver because they know where I work. They come back to me asking questions. They want memberships. They want the ability to buy gold. They want the ability to have access to a digital wallet that will easily liquidate their gold and silver without having to have it assayed and things like that. They want a system where they can put any denomination of silver or gold and just be able to buy that on a monthly basis. And so you guys, we've got a lot of the best tools around And it's amazing. It's a lot of fun. Understand the power that all these advantages give us. And we're going to set records and change the world. And we're doing that just one member at a time. So thank you guys for all your